Hello again. Okay, so last time I looked briefly at well, not briefly, quite in depth, at the main frameworks for licenses. Now I want to look at the individual types of license. I'm not going to really talk so much about FAA versus EASA, etc. They're fundamentally all the same. If we start the very basic license, in America they call it the sport pilot license, and in Europe they call it the light airplane license, but it's the same thing. It's a very easy license to get. It's around about 35 to 40 hours of flying. Not too many written exams, fairly easy. American the one, Europe I think there's maybe 6 or 7. It's a very easy exam. It's aimed at the personal pilot just to fly for fun. Typically limited to a two-seat aeroplane. Next license up, PPL, private pilot's license. You can fly a slightly more complex aeroplane, 4 seats, maybe retractable undercarriage, constant speed propeller. It just gives you a bit more capability. You still can't earn any money with this license. It's purely for the private pilot to have some fun with at weekends, during the week, etc. A rich man's license, really. Next step up, commercial pilot's license. Now this license enables you to start earning money. You can't typically fly passengers, okay, with just a CPL because it doesn't have a high enough grade within it to allow that. You need to add certain things to a commercial pilot's license before it's usable in the commercial setting. But you can earn money with this. So typically people with this license might do parachute dropping, they fly parachutists, etc. Though basic type flying, but they can earn money. Or maybe some basic flying instructing, again, earning money. Now, if you add the multi-engine and instrument rating to your commercial pilot's license, now you can start to act as a first officer on a major aircraft. Type ratings I'll cover later. Once you've gained 1,500 hours of experience, you can now be eligible for the ATPL. That's the top license, Air Transport Pilot's License. So it's 1,500 hours. In Europe, you need 500 multi-crew hours as well before you can gain the ATPL. So the easy way to do this, if you walk around an airport, you'll see pilots with 2 gold bars. That means they've got a CPL, Commercial Pilot's License, multi-engine IR. When they have 3 gold bars, Senior First Officer, that means they've now got an ATPL, so they've got their 1,500 hours and 500 multi-crew, but they don't have command time. They're not experienced enough to be captain. When they've got the 4 bars, now they're the captain, sitting in the left-hand seat and in charge of the aircraft crew, etc. That's how the rank system works and roughly how the licenses equate. Now let's look at other bits. So within your license, you'll have various class ratings. If you fly smaller aircraft, single engine piston, fairly self-explanatory, aeroplane with single engine piston driven. Multi-engine piston, more than 1 engine, piston driven. Then you've got SET, single engine turbine. It's a single engine, but turbine this time, be it turboprop or turbojet. Multi-engine turbine, MET. Okay, so that's your class type ratings. Move up a step now, and we go to type rating. Type rating is what you require for any big complex aeroplane, always turbo driven, so turboprop, turbojet, especially multi-crew, so any passenger aircraft you fly in will have this. So your type rating is specific to one aeroplane. If you fly a Boeing 747, your type rating is Boeing 747. You cannot fly the 737. You're just not qualified for it. Likewise, 737 or an Airbus A320. This is a type rating specific to that airplane, its systems, its functionality and its complexity. That's why you're qualified for that one aircraft. There are other things you have on your license. Instrument rating, ability to fly an aeroplane solely by reference to the instruments without looking out the window. So I can fly an aeroplane from A to B without ever looking out the window, just purely looking at my instruments in the cockpit. That's the idea of an instrument rating. You need that, obviously. As a commercial pilot, we fly in not always good weather. Night rating, ability to fly the aeroplane at night. Quite important because 50% of the time it's dark. These are extra add-ons, multi-engine ratings, etc. Okay? These are all little add-ons you put on your license. But fundamentally, your main licenses are a sport type license for littlest aeroplanes, PPL, CPL commercial, ATPL, that's your big daddy license at the top of the tree, and then all the ratings built around it to enable you to do other things, flying, instructing, etc., etc. Okay, so hopefully I've covered a bit on the licenses, and that clarifies a little bit about how it works, and maybe next time you see people with gold bars, you'll have a better understanding of maybe what license type they have. Okay, thanks again for listening. Bye-bye.